So some of the very basics. What are the policies? So the stream of OI alarms, and whether it is a alarm solve or a service alarms, and now it is a situations. There are filter defined on top of the OI alarms, and that filters are called the policies. But the filters or policies are just a set of rules which you define for alarm. Just like if a situation is critical and the age is greater than 10 minutes, create a ticketing or send an email or send me a webhooks. A single policy can be linked to a multiple channels, and channels are the means of communications from AI ops. We also support proxies, which is only for the on-premise. So these are the basics which you might already be knowing. Active situations, we will demo on the policies with the age greater than 10 minutes, where if a situation is stable as false, which means that it is active situations, and severity is equal to criticals. So we'll give a demo on that part, and also we will be having so here when we are defining the policies, you can link to our channels. It has a tech docs links also. You can take it, read it offline. So in the demo, we will also cover two aspects. One is manual ticketing. We'll also show automatic tickets. We will also see the alarms details in ITSM and the situation attributes. And we will also talk about the annotations, that how the annotations are visible from the OI to these along with the signage changes. Uh, th then we will talk about the recent changes which we have uplift the webhooks pages. We'll talk more about it during a demo. So a couple of things just to highlight is we revamped this page completely, and there was always a questions which comes out that what are the alarms attributes? What are the attributes for situations which I can show in a webhooks? Or what are the attributes of alarm source which can be the part of the webhooks when a webhook is triggered to the external world? So that solution which we have solved that solution, and how we have solved it, we will demo it out. And similarly for a message template, that what are the attributes which is mainly we will be using when we select a particular type of alarm. And what I means by a particular type of alarm is if I select the alarm solve, what are the set of attributes for a message template? A message template is primarily used in case of the emails. So let's go to the demo part. So these are the sets of policies which has been already created and for demo purposes, and it links to our channels. I just link into one of the ITSM channel, email channel, and webhook channel. So these are the sets of radio buttons which is available. Okay, I want to define a policy on situations. I want to define I want to define a policy on alarm solve, or on root cause alarms, or on service alarms. And in this case, we are doing it mainly for the situation. This demo is mainly for situations. So there is a new thing which we introduce is age. and this is configurable, but by default it has been put as 10, and what it means is the 10 minutes. So when, when we see age, it is in minutes. There's already a bug there that it doesn't show the captions here. We know that, and it will be fixed soon. And links to the corresponding channels. This is a page which we revamped, connect, and so if we go for a ServiceNow channels page, you will see some differences that now it is a added ticket management. So if it is already a channel which is already created, so it shows ticket management. We goes away from configurations which we are using to connect to the Snow. And we have not introduced any of the new configuration as a part of the switches are already existing configurations or existing flags. You can do a test here. It talks to a Snow. And normally what I suggest is whenever we are doing a test and clicking on the test button, then and go to open the developers consoles, go to a network tab and check if the SMTP, if the Snow configuration is correct or not. If it returns success, it is correct. If it doesn't return success, it also gives you what is the reason for that. Just play with it. You will. It's simple. You will get that information. Okay. So I'm in a situations pages and just I will refresh this page. So you might be seeing that these are some of the tickets which is already created. So it's already created because the automatic policy of ticketing is already on. And clicking on it because it was a critical, it has impact of high, talks about situations name, which is a textual representation of all the underlying templates and which is mainly responsible for this situation entities, what are the entities involved. It also has an interesting thing which you can go back to from this page to OI, that this is a link which talks about it. It has impacted services, criticality of alarms. It also talks about our age. And now in this case, the age is 35 because I created a policy to create a ticketing situations where the age is 35. And let's assign this out to a user. I just assigned it to a user. So here we can see that the ticket number 8034 is assigned to the user, and when we see in the Snow, here also you can see that it is now this user which is assigned to. I'm not talking about the assignment groups because the CMD configurations we have not enabled, so otherwise it will goes to our right groups. One important interesting fact or important functionality here is about the annotations. Suppose a person is working on a bug and he find his findings here. Situation alarm due to XYZ, XYZ. So reason. And we just post this out here. He gives the finding in a OI page. And the same will be reflected into the work notes. Situation. So these are the notes, situation arms due to XYZ reason. And here we also see that it is also having a troubleshooting tips. If I close this alarm, if I just clear it, it will be cleared from here as well as from the OI. It takes some time to clear because it behind the scenes it clears all the subclusters and templates, so it will take time to clear it. And another thing is it also supports bidirectional flow. Suppose you change the assignee from here to something else, maybe a name admin and name admin, or want to close the ticket directly from the snow, and then it does that, and it will after 5 minutes of the polling cycle, the same will be reflected into our OI. So by this time, hopefully this ticket might have been closed. Okay, it's taking some time to close it. We'll get back to this later when it is already closed. The other things which we have enhanced as a part of the notification is the message templates. And so here we revamped this page completely. And what we added here is a picker. So these are the sets of fields which is available for a situation alarm entity to be displayed. If I add a products, want to add a severity, I just selected it and it will be added to products severities. Just do update. And goes to channel. So this is a channel which is linked to that message template. Another thing which we added here is a preview. So you can preview instead of going to a message templates, you can preview the message template here itself. What was the message template which was there? I added the products and severity at the end. It is visible here. So these are because these are the policies which was already active, and the emails will be start floating out for that policies. This is a situation ID, the situation's name, situation clusters, entities of the situations, impacted products, subcluster counts, age, situations URL, most impacted host, and most initial impacted host and most impacted hosts. So it all depends upon how you configure the message templates. The similar things we have also done for webhooks. So we are added again based on the entity, alarm entity, whether it's alarms or service alarms and situations. This is the list of the fields, and we can add as shown. It will be shown here. Test it. This is a new functionality which we have added, a test button. And again, what I was saying for snow channel, whenever the test fails, just like we give the wrong instance of the webhooks, it gives me an unknown webhooks. And here in the developers console, we can see the complete reason for it. Sometimes the reasons are self-explanatory in that, but sometimes for more details, you can go to the developer controls and go to a response and check what is the real reason for the failure. You will get it. What is the response you got from the third-party webhook site? These are sets of webhooks which has been triggered, and what we have seen in case of emails, the similar informations are also present in the webhooks. Another thing from a usability point of view, what we have done is we have enabled a switch here to enable and disable of a page. So you don't have to go to a channels page or a test email page or ITSM channel pages, or if you want to disable it or enable it just with a one click, it's done. I want to disable or enable these three. I selected the three channels, and we can just enable it because all the threes are disabled now. It is all enabled. So these are some of the usabilities enhancements which we have done as a part of the last 6 months as they're in productions, GA releases.